turn my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I could not have made it without you. My lawyer in that courtroom, it was you. My soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
You are listening to GN Radio UK.
Good morning. Yada nyame ase. Ene day so wode yenkwa ache yasa ababa be hyiam biem se de onim no. Ebina da bia na ye ba wa kwan so na ye ne oba be sum ewo dwumadie so. We eye legal our dwumadie na wa sugusu a wotie. Ene day so yaba aye baba be sum. Mi gidi se wo ho eye pa. Na se de onim no me ne eye lawyer Daniel Kwe na ye baba sum ene day. Enti temu kutu na eton safre wonua ne ka kire ne se ono so embra meti dwumadie se enye ono kra na be favor na ebia na ebeboa ne nua bi eno nti ne ton safre wonua ne ka kire ne se on fa ne machine no na fidie no ne radio no ne TV no maybe ya Facebook on fa ento na ontie ede enne dwumadie aha GN radio meeting ede mama len ye mema wakwa ba die na mebe koso ana mama lawyer akwaba ne ye ba be di nkomo say Zambrano questions no de bia dodo na de bapa ne ye baba be di nkomo de afa ho na de atwa mu bia no so watimi ehun se de esi etie na ye hu ni se court case ni ade ni nyina me kan potokase mu se de be ya obeti ase na ye de abaya ankasa so ye kase mu na ya twetwe mu ntino following the Court of Appeals judgment in the case of Akinsanya. The Home Secretary has now published its guidance for applicants relying on being a Zambrano primary carer enti no ene no said de ma poto agu ho no mo no lawyer wa ha say obetimi edi abo awremu na wa kyerɛkyerɛ ye sansem we nyina ba bi ese wo so free ba bi ese hu ni nyina no ye wo lawyer wa ha edi ma me ma no akwaba na ye mfa dwumadie no enhyehyɛ so lawyer otimi nka me mo ache good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Semetonka, Huna mean dear, but Semetonka.
Pacho, my phone call life. I think say producer, my phone call ni. Okay, Pacho video who me.
If it be who yes.
Me charge you to be so who me. Okay, lawyer. My more akwa idea. And I said the topic no Zambrano questions. Se taba efidie super nkofo ani abre wo ho pa. No you be discuss it na major platform na ma watch share yenti for na watch show e chika crachere wo mo na fe ato aso me pache wa.
Mpache yo me dasi bebre mama line. Say dia wo kan you know enano pay topic ni dia Zambrano until wa wutie ye bia our Zambrano questions bia over the months ya train court decision by we na train if you can see move for say new policy guidance about you can last week our platform is to say on the 13th of June, which is Endra, no mobile publish guidance. No, I mean, Chadom Endra and no by 10 o'clock, not just say on the publication, other to and no one sem in the babek what it really means. Mama application a demo that at DSMO year, Nian, a rabbit come once and then anopay. Now, before that, so no, said you can, say UTN for the first time now we see a lawyer when a friend lawyer Daniel Koi near director of Fortwell Solicitors say open say Oba Fortwell Solicitors war a Honzi station ben Temper Clean Station and so Wood Green Station also Edo Bebaho in Tinache say we have about 3 train stations the underground station na ben awetimi afa honum aba buses being so eba honum audio private basa nam office enimwa every Thursday so you call Milton Keynes into say Milton Keynes who Luton or Bedford Northampton, Wellingborough, Nassau, Obehuye, Milton Keynes, and so ye 2 Thursdays are free legal surgery, and now there's to come and see us. Any issue be our documents up as you mama be wait me at the aba. I'm actually mama come. Yamin Chadom apart from immigration, you know. Yeah, other areas of law to say family law, or any family issues, whether say divorce, children matter, social services issues, AB grandpa normal molestation order, cause a normal molestation order will be how will be both domestic violence be cause so person will stop it and as occupation order person will be a fee or partner in same because munyana motina into kwabi cause so money near oba family law or kama the civil litigation so obi do cow you be cow you be 3 months will be manson I bua cow con so who quite have so na we di hu asem oba e be di hu asem anase e be boa aye no kama we also deal with wills and probate or honors open will or property your asset be a person ma wo nephew anase wo niece be forever say dia any Ghana no oba e be will na ma say property ni wa ha wo Ghana e be di hu adwuma e di amount kama na employment matters say ye we di adwuma e bia mo person we settlement agreement nti asia ye adwuma person mo sign documents bisa and also yetimi e di hu adwuma dismissal unfair dismissal redundancy payments near their issues about policy guidance be a person ye boa now draft the emma business be running so and also ya dia ye betimi edi ehun adwuma amount ye nyema kitikiti so to say statutory declaration and as affidavit e bia passport ayira okwakoje passport for we do Ghana High Commission ya ka tell say konakoje statutory declaration offer one bar side obeba in office or from Ghana High Commission na ya statutory declaration na e di amount kama change of name deed then also ya dia betimi ayama it is these are some of the things aswe hodon na ene discussion there Zambrano say the kind about me sana me ka Zambrano won so no say me the updates kakra wo hodon ema amount for yenya enim say the hottest immigration topic at the moment. Remove your Rwanda because of seeking asylum. We know, say, as of yesterday, there was a bit of group appeal, and as a group injunction application via organizations be at the bar court of appeal. Unfortunately for them, it was refused, it was rejected. But Nimonsu said there are lots of individuals or more individual applications at demo. If we now you find somebody and answer now one person you are finding yourself in difficulties here. The letter notice to remove to one that be a brewer advice on the same straight away, but more than one lawyer and casa because the amount of time to make sure say ube seek legal advice and these things, the earlier ube seek advice the better. Bentina say entry trend so Emma Adebe change to say the na didn't go for air corner na Adebe chain na fancy na oba application for injunction one share na amfa amount na urgency oba broche by the could peer Rwanda penisa intino mo what that situation, and so it's something that we can deal with for you. And say dia na okamwa semono and say by 2011 in a court of European Court of Justice case be a friend of Zambrano and I say Zambrano. Now that case way na Belgium na see and what it said and I said that ruling it said say obi wo krom ha say na oye non-EU family or a non-EU national into unye EU unfi any of the EU countries into example in our situation no Ghana passports banyamiye wadom na say entry trend so ema adebe national into unye EU na otimenka na feedback be by call okay until say na make no if by what we are discussing our EU family national family member into ukra Ghana passport but we busuani EU national into it could be say bia wono ufi continent wabaha oba na ukra we Ghana passports na ukra ehonomo visa ni bi ba oba na wono no or Italian national and also ukrum has say oba na wono no or British but one kasa they will need in krata what they said if removing what if he has any means to say British national family member and as a child and so if he has here then they should give you leave to remain, they should give you and crack out with their age work permits out with their age this was the ruling it was given EU Zambrano and your friend is Zambrano to be Zambrano that's the genesis of the 2011 inti ebanisano what we realize and say a lot of young so I work room we realize there's also a year application for leave to remain. Now it's not room has say about 2.5 years. Ubeka say thought every 2.5 years Diana so GB. Okonso ubetia home office fees at the moment it's about 1,040 something pounds. Ubetia NHS fees about 1,560 pounds. Ube okay can call almost 3,000 pounds just to get your visa 2.5 years. But Zambrano we realize say near the ma under EU regulations and I say appendix EU until the ma wa 5 years at a go. During 2011 up until 2017 and 2018 the appendix EU ban. Now what they were saying is it does not lead to indefinite leave to remain. But to wait 5 years. But say for a free restrictions instead of into the people were more attracted to Zambrano application. But Tama, if you can see move on, so I realize it's because of a non-year free, now a non-year 5 years, now a non-month for whom quite benefits 1 or 2 billion in for air cohort. Now if you can see move for any end, it was EU law, but they were not too pleased with it because in for normal 2.5 years, they were gravitating towards 5 year route instead. Now and now so in a home office was say refuses our applications. Refuses for your appeal, a bit more were given, a bit more were not given, who were challenging it. Then it came to the timer. Ye fee EU and as a Brexit, say that the B word a buy if you can see move for a drafty new rules. I friend of Appendix EU. So Appendix EU, was designed, and I say was designed, prepared or drafted in such a way, say you better incorporate most of the EU laws into the UK immigration rules. Into so open we application after ye fee EU nima and ya anfas about referred to EU regulations 2016. This time no be BIA immigration rules including Appendix EU. Now they also defined in Krofwa ombetimi a year application for Zambrano. Your friend is Zambrano cases, and I said Zambrano applications, defining the people who qualify for Zambrano. And they said for you to qualify for Zambrano, you shouldn't qualify for any other routes. And I said you shouldn't be entitled to any other leave to remain under different routes. Say, say the amount 2.5 years that untimi embase obabeje Zambrano, and as a whole switch if you now we use Zambrano as a short route to obtaining your indefinite leave to remain. And they didn't want that. When they brought the guidance, and specifically they put that one there. Now and your lady be a friend of Akinsanya Otidina or Nigeria he said Nigeria didn't, sometimes but in unisex you have Akinsanya situation now over 2.5 years. Now 2.5 years now or one she realized say now on me and benefits and some time ago so say okay there was a viral video we say wait me acquire application for pre-settled status and after settled status or British child or Chrome has here. Akinsanya so who video na who say it's man air personal. She made the first step say obey application was switch from 2.5 years indefinite leave to remain not a year but he refused and no he refused not or the court and when it went to court the high court at the high court she won it and they told if you can say move for say definition almost the Appendix EU almost patch say almost limited leave to remain such as 30 months almost intimate and qualify for way and so that is not the true interpretation of regulation EU regulation 2016 article 16. That's not what it is into the revise it. But obviously if you can say move for a normal because say they 2.5 years they be at 2.5 years the amount restriction no recourse to public funds they are going to lose out on money if all of a sudden amount for 2.5 years and ever budget indefinite if you can say move for equaye appeal into the court of appeal. Now a court of appeal and the judges agreed with the high court and the rule said because of the way a judgment in Ecoy, they agree with them. So they will tell and I say they will recommend, say they will advise Home Office also call back. Now call revise it or policy, think it through the policy so that they revise it in such a way, say it will now allow limited leave to remain for to also qualify for Zambrano application. That was the ruling that was given back then in February. Near train say Home Office will normal revising. Home Office for Echo Dream who are back and dra revision. According to Home Secretary, why Dream who it's not say I consider when and she has decided say the old definition na a war and no na obe maintaining. Okay. And no one obe maintaining. However, there's a little element to it which is not all that bad news. Okay. Even though they still intend say people who have 2.5 years, they will not qualify under Zambrano. And as 2.5 years, they can make an application for the next 6 weeks. They have up to I think 25th of July this next month. So Omobeye application for Zambrano. Until they have 6 weeks starting from Endra. Until say utie na British child, but unye application for 2.5 years maybe. And I say you don't have 30 months leave to remain. Then it means to say you have 6 weeks obetimi a year application for Zambrano way be not just say they amount. It is, however, very important to understand, say, there are a lot of individuals following the previous court decision, omode application, into obi honoma or 2.5 years, or the application at dada. The Home Office is yet to decide on that application. At this very moment, my recommendation would be, say, ben na unko yi application in because of this guidance accommodate abano yen train na Home Office for a make decision. The good thing is say decision dia ebeban, it does not mean say it has curtailed or continuous leave to remain. Has said so decision be eba normally you have 14 days to appeal that decision. Into 14 days we can decide say either say appeal and now so say during that period, switch it now with your 2.5 years. The good thing, as I previously said, and it's Zambrano applications, you're in charge a free application. So the Home Office is not going to charge you, and as a Home Office, and charge anybody to consider their decision. Into the young fans, they should think, say, oh, I have wasted money to do an application or not. They know the issues that have arisen based on this Akinsanya ruling. You say go forward in the next few weeks and the coming days, we will start getting decisions about Zambrano applications. Will be the application onto the nonya abotre and wait for that decision to come in. However, say unyanya and as a unyam application enko 2 more. But more than na contact lawyers na share application. It's very important to understand say Zambrano application say they a few weeks ago and yet the same as FLRFP application and yet the same as say year application for 2.5 years. I did not the same. Say we share definition of Zambrano cases now. Yes, see you must be a primary carer of a qualified person. You must be a primary carer of a qualified person. That qualified person most likely is going to be a British child or an EU national. It is, however, possible, say, Obeye qualified for Zambrano, even if you are a primary carer of a British adult. Okay. Let's assume, say, with the bear 30 years, need and krata. Oba maybe far will buy actually, but unya and krata. But Oba me a British national. But we went to me any because of ansana onya a British nationality. But because of the living condition, wo pen away there. You can also be a primary carer of that person. There are so many scenarios that it may arise to say over qualified for Zambrano application. But say they are so we year application for 2.5 years. All that you need to show is say who a parental relationship with a British child. The amount. But when they say you must be a primary carer of that British child, see the difference. It goes beyond say the birth certificate. I would that encrat to say me bano or a British it doesn't work like that when it comes to Zambrano applications. You need to go above and beyond. You need to show say without you, akwalano obia ni honoma obetimi ahwe akwalano e okrom ha say. Intino say o hwe recent case ruling about I think on the 7th of June I discussing your program where so last week or grant we account asem. Almost say when it comes to Zambrano applications, it should not be based on assumptions. It must be based on facts, based on the individual case. Any case the Home Office per the Court of Appeal ruling need to assess the facts and they say Sa nipa si mesi odi application abeto ho no e ne krese ya mfa enkrata na amma na enya dia obenye obi na waboa no na wahwa akwala no e okroma, and for that reason that person will have to leave the UK. And that same thing also applies to adult carers. It is always your mommy and I say, oh papa e okroma has say that's a British, that's a person will you take advantage for the next 6 weeks here or maybe now year application media. You need to have that at the back of your mind. Say this is not a normal application. Say, me papa, me na me friend, you need to put the evidence there. Evidence say indeed no. See ma ufi krom hasia enya dia obi ebetimi ahwe o papa anase o mame anase akwala na wo hwe na oye EU national no. These are some of the things that we have has come to light. It's also important to understand, say, in so making the application, Nipana wujina no so edene application, you must be a qualified person at the time UK FEU, which is by 11 o'clock 31st December 2020. That is very, very, very important. And let's say Oyakwala or Okroma say ya won after that way, then that person may still qualify. These little clauses are exercises and something that we need to consider for individuals. On per se or year application as almost 6 weeks per se or day application at this stage, train Akinsanya legal reps, or more representative or more also say issue statements based on the guidance Home Office for the Ediaba, whether said they are going to take it on, whether they are going to challenge the guidance or whatever it is. We are yet to see it. Of course, anybody who feels aggrieved about the new policy guidance no Modiaba, and I say anybody who feels guidance no Modiaba is not to his or her favor, no, if he's affected after a decision has been made that me are challenging, and we are always open to advise such individuals. And then if there are questions be at this stage, for person will be regarding Zambrano, and I think that this will be the best opportunities. And so everyone.
Recap kakrama or more. Not to say be a was at Atuamu. Because we will be a fin will be aba. Ebusia my yama aqua BM say afe and our joining ya. We a free legal hour ya the bro a ye ebina de bia. Yaba aqua so the near ma. Sebi updates a free efficacy mu nyina na ye de ba e de brewo se de be ya wani ebeda ho na no ne ya ba ye di enkomo e de afa ho ne ye ka Zambrano hu ensem lawyer aka bebre enu ntino se afa no aba tamukutu ye wo time kakra so wo question bi a ubetimi e de aba at this stage ubetimi do question aba ama lawyer eyi ano e de amount se o taxi a ye be ready ama lawyer aken eyi unsem na no e de amount wo Facebook na wo share a ubetimi e de question no at a platform ne so making kan ama lawyer eyi ano e de amount so na ye be lines no sabre kra metimi be lines no atomu ama wo se wo question bi na opese wo frɛ na lawyer yi ano e de mawa te se de wa brobro so ni nyina wo nti bibi ase a wo betimi de aba se wo ankasa so question na a quick one and so mesrewa a wo betimi e de aba eno ane se wo be frɛ 0778 793 9958 0778 793 9958 na ode o question bi apese ode bana lawyer yi ano ma no ofra e beji so ama na lawyer yi ano e de ama fefefe o text so e de ba e bekin kan o pese o ye ni audio so ani nyina e bebo ama lawyer etie na chese o de fa WhatsApp audio no e bebo ama lawyer yi ano e de ama bebre na lawyer aka fa Zambrano issue yi ho enu nti no se one timini ansha ase ye wi video ni beda platform no so betimi akwakohwe anytime bia na eno so but at the same time no ye wo bre o pese wo frɛ na lawyer eyi ano so question anoma wa wo betimi e de aba sabi me call lawyer ho no wato aso bibia e ka wo bia mu lawyer mpacho fa ko eto aso my esrewa line article
yeah mpacho tinka all right, with us, whilst train with their Zambrano questions, say a few weeks ago, and so discussed kwaya obetimi na 1 year application for fee waiver, so person or register uba. Sawe also is now open. If you are there now, open say Ubano qualify for British registration. Since you we do stage say otimi register now or J in the British book and I say or J in registration certificate no they call in the British book. Ubetimi aye application for fee waiver no. On the same day now, almost publishing we almost the guidance and also at the back, which clearly says so open say we year application for fee waiver. You need to be able to meet affordability criteria. You can say affordability. See a share parents now or more bois akwalana aye application and you share akwalana county one. And ya dia obetimi for the registration fees na with you. Yenya say registration fees in £1,012.
Okay.
Say we obi you are thinking seriously considering say this is the time obey register oba na wetimi enya this book but they be no procrastinating because of the fees involved now. Make sure say this is the opportunity for you to take advantage of and put that application in. On the 26th of May, normal publishing new guidance. Evidence are normally they be here for such application. We are looking at about 6 months bank statements, any pay slips. Into any member of the household, we would expect to say Uber provided more 6 months bank statements, any pay slips. Don't assume say 6 months bank statements, the evidence now what they ban. Me were backlist account, but me were Monzo account be a media corner. I know they mean fancy because a hot enemy a juma edefa and I say obedi juma. I say when I will see be a war to Krobimo or they pay a honor. In part there be any time will be a obi application for fee waiver. Home Office for are likely to conduct what we call credit check. Now, credit check, it be reveal all your bank accounts are we've seen situations whereby and for FSA or fee waiver application, but you're not in the Sikanako see or the business account, where you're not in the Sikanako movie, then it becomes a problem. Miss Robebre making application for fee waiver and that form, you need to complete a form. Share or guidance now or media banner. There are 2 ways how me I get fee waiver application. Either say obey or online and as obey or paper. So say open say we or paper so that means says we now the application and kasa 2 months and also the 2 on paper. But so say the 2 months online you have to do both applications and online. So we year application for fee waiver, it does not necessarily mean say si am farmer in fact, nationality and as a registration also the decision of the fee waiver is not related to the decision of the registration certificate because if you more normal they feel say lawyer application ya me ba be yes ya farmer me and I just say me crack answer ya farmer me and because of that means over na on person obey application and it doesn't work like that. Just understand say there are 2 separate processes. Say open so we fee waiver and just go ahead and do it. And before you do it, making sure say any money payments via about account, and I say if you account, you have an explanation for it. If you move on, sorry, or no a welfare officer. Intino yeji ntubua ewo ho na se de koye obi yie anaso obi mame yie ye de sika na ma no de akoto na account. I don't know etimi de nsem bebre eba. Ebetimi ebisa question says asika we if he and not careful enye ade a ye de decision ebema based on sa obi sika odi akoto account. Ebi mo so krampa na on na danfofo na etususu. Ntino no we jiji de ama we jiji de ama we ni nia no etimi ekose problems ema nkofo bebre. If that is the case, we would expect evidence backing or assertion say a nkofo sika na wajiji ede to account. Any time bia your application, there's something we call evidential flexibility. Into say what they will evidence in the if you can say move for may give you one opportunity to be able to clarify some of the things that you've presented. Into say, oh, the unyamana kona yama opportunity say, sa sika way and as a way, sa transaction we are a course or account and we are in TRC into the betray you should be able to explain it. If you feel say you cannot explain any transaction going on in your account, I mean your ben how wholesale per se we a fee waiver for nationality. No, and when I say I pay £1,012 with the amount of lawyer now I application. And say a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, church remove the basis and crowdphobia me I qualify for registration certificate. Say and I say you are thinking, you are considering say over qualify, over never qualify, and I say unqualified. Now what you need to do, say I can every consultation, get in touch. And we'll be more than happy to say nobody discuss the eligibility criteria. Quite with me first na it's me aboa na why application am over.
All right, lawyer, you by question now bisa and say or application or say for the final 2.5 year as a parent on the 10-year parent routine so. Then so no abro 6 months on TBBR or say a day na 1 year.
I must add, say, Nancy, for the past, if I say, between 6 to 12 months, the standard waiting time for applications such as the Inuan A visa has gone beyond 6 months. We have seen so many applications. It is going between 6 to 12 months. And Sana decisions higher than ABA. I will, however, encourage you, so whoever assisted with the application, over contacted Nipano to see, say, a idea on me a follow up at the Amawa. For instance, applications, and as an application for settled status are now cases a little bit complicated. We realized most of them was going beyond the 6 months. And for the past 3-4 weeks, I started to say chase you more for decisions. We have seen a little bit of movement. If you want my say questions or more questions, you way no one normal baby if you all know so then they will make a decision. It all boils down to legal reps are appoint almost do and mount say follow up when they realize that things are taking longer than they are supposed to. They will take the initiative to put such applications in to push for their clients. That's what we are doing. Most of our clients try before they will ask us near the application at to Manasya representations at their home office for them to expedite decision making process. I must add, say if you are not happy with the lawyer who is dealing with your case for you now feeling check, but the person communication poor, he's not explaining to you some of these things. Now so now you chase up application that is a service that we can provide. We can make a follow-up for you on your behalf. Now you're making sure say yakopusu mukakra na omo the decision something that we can discuss the details and terms with you once you get in touch. Most of the time, na in 4% you chase up a more mobile person what you need to understand is say me say lawyer for application now person I need to also assess the application. I need to look at the details of the application at a demo because if you all know my application at a demo could be someone you refuse you. I don't want that until Ansana may decide say me pushing for application for you. I need to assess how the application was done. Is it an application that I can push to get a successful outcome? And answer me could be fambra refusal no more the So it's very, very important. Say major file no na my then I know how I'm dealing with pushing that decision. If you then you will realize that it will be important to what the further evidence application and sana we've seen before almost expedited decision making process. These are some of the services that we provide, and we'll be more than happy to assist anybody listening to us an application academic or person the brain if
but that was a lawyer. Wait, if you have someone if you say with regards to registering your child, where do you get the online forms for fee waiver or see? Because I have checked gov.uk website, and it's not there. It's only the fee waiver for FLR FP. No nasema watch no lawyer. Oh, answer man.
There be many answer for the person. We are not here to try to direct you. Say kofa we na kofa wrong one na application na teacher. Then it becomes a problem. If you are struggling to find a former, then it means you say you are not suited to do the application. But more than seek legal help na your application. They say they can't, this is just educational purpose, just to give you so actual say there are certain things available with me now. So now they are in maybe, but when it comes to doing the actual application, our expectation is to seek professional help. Now, get me I am out. Say their own quotes now. Proper medical practitioner. It's the same way na a ban in the saying so basically professional advice needs me abow now why come.
Yo, that's Juliet ebusa question be na question audience was say obetina Chrome has say 15 years or on any auntie and I'm near auntie ni so na buy, but then say ni auntie ni British ni or yare practically on an no, but near Antony or Kuno dear or bat ne bano enyini osa. Or person who said based on the now work and obey to me the Ginaso is on no, and I say beer. Ibe query is a new kuno horn a behena and I said, yeah, now be advice no.
Yep, there's a possibility, say with me, I application based on Zambrano no on the basis say or not a primary carer. So, you see, the primary carer no, is key. The key word in SAR application where the term primary carer. You may be the primary carer. There may be a secondary carer. So what you say, if the case will be a secondary carer, ne maame so ebuano and I say ne bano so ebua, but ne bano is not in the life all the time. All the time. Bosumi within a month, ne bana beba fie hono once or twice just to come and check up on the parents and to see how the parent is doing. But wona person would just so application. Una wone etifie back. Una one and aduane. Una didn't call GP. Una didn't call hospital appointment. So you carry out the day-to-day activity. In such a situation, on the surface, ube assuming say any possible so it's near I such an application, but clearly now one away primary carer, and to the extent say you catch yourself promo has here, there will be no one to look or who will become the primary carer of that child, and that child may have to also move. In so doing, we will look at all the evidence and then we will advise.
That's what I was about to actually ask. Say we be evidence be and say what shows to say we are part of Nipano life when I say na bibisa.
Oh, evidence in the bisa. You see, you a bit more very easy to provide that evidence, because we are primary care and we interacting with professionals who are involved in that your auntie's life. When one social services for a daily, when only GP a daily, and these social services and the GPs will be able to give you the evidence that you need. The good thing, soon as say, we can instruct or commission an independent social workers report to show the impact your removal will have on that person's care. These are the services that we, the lawyers, will be able to provide. To make a poor-looking case look very good, because the amount of the evidence in the application to amount.
Okay. Emmanuel, please, can I sponsor a brother from Ghana to study in the UK? I will pay both maintenance and school costs. I live in the UK. Or no, so no question, no, lawyer. Oh
yes, Ubetimi a sponsor o brother Amanaba School or UK. It is, however, very important to understand, say, a ban of student visa applications maintenance, any school fees, sikana ye penal. It needs to be in the applicant's bank account. Say uno u sika na say opese wo sponsor o brother. Sa sika na wo de be sponsor o brother no. So kwa application na we expect to say obe transfer sika no if you bank account mu. Now would you to o brother bank account mu for at least 28 days preceding the date of the application. So why yen sa na o masika no eda wo bank account mu. Now would the wo bank account account o brother de na hwe enim na de koto honoma ye be refuse your application no. September but in the news say a lot of student applications are common at this stage, and one of these days the best a repeat and topic discussion for student visa applications, what you need to know so that you understand say untimi as a brother no masika and that bank account no and can say the watch letter to say sponsor o brother there be so person will sponsor the idea, then you must be prepared so be transfer from your account to his account. Sometimes advice I did not for in that situation is a mama le says he can end that form. We are talking about over 10,000 pounds. Near see if you account muna fama unyana na onfan kwa application. O de command na say unyana ejira na de ho kan inra and then same be ready yamanso na de beba intiana nkrofo be they are very cautious and careful even though they want to assist you know. They are worried say omo this can kwa maybe kan na sikana ko to ni nyana account ma or school ni kra me nkobio na or de ho akanra unhu ni bio. So you have people with trust issues and they struggle in that light. What we tell people and they say what you can do is always maybe a joint account between you and your brother, and then you can put or you transfer that money into that joint account, and that will also suffice. Oh, brother, bit me to start account, you know, at the application. Okay. There are ways and means a bit me I work around it.
Okay. Say I am on the EU settlement scheme 5-year route, or say I am 4 years into the process. It was stated that I have cost to public funds. The person who say based on this, can I apply for a public funds when schooling next year? And to another question, but no. And I face a person who say who renew or say when renewing my document for a settled status, will I have to show documents for the last 5 years or the last year or 2 years? And then the question I'll say
yes, so person will renew and as a year application for indefinite leave to remain. And as I say they are EU for an ever friend or settled status. It will be very important for you to demonstrate say which na Chrome has say in accordance with the regulations and as in accordance with Appendix EU for the past 5 years. You cannot simply go and show 1 year and expect say it will be successful. I know the reason why I in that question. Okay. The reason why the person may be asking that question means say on the basis say na or a family member of an EU national ABA not depend on the so an papa. What happens with EU for say if you all know na wakofa neba already 19 and 20 if it's here wakofa the continent and as a Ghana aba akola ni nya ba du krum ha say because on it fear ebe affected ne benefits application into now I want it because fear has na put na baby for 4. And when the time comes for them to make an application, they realize say they don't have the evidence to show say or a dependent on the EEA family member. But what they don't know, they say for that application should have been successful. No? You have been able to demonstrate say sa akola no wona wo hwe no and as o depend on wo so until they say akola ni be do UK wie na owo neti because on feel because it affect you kweku and as a benefit be award you need to understand say a due time akwakoye an application for indefinite leave to remain na e be affecting into no obehwe no na out of the 5 years no on ne papa na ne mami it's na beginning of the 5 years and then oba be ye application na obehu lawyer agachen say uncle tina ne mami fie no anfa na wasan call back into no first year or evidence last year or evidence but in between no na emu a plain then there's a problem. In that situation, you know, my advice again be an me aboso if it is so, but we can advise you ways and means that we can work around it to ensure say me the will settle status application up to Amanai successful. And you know, when you have that scenario, in a situation where we know papa no mame matiti montem atete na faso na ba application am so ben kutina ho na won feel it say oh you issue app near the application into wow betimi aye. That is where the lawyer's job come in.
Ebusia ye beda wasipa na se the lawyer ka no ha ye kwan ho nti nyensem nyina na ebetimi afekira ka ni nyina akire wo sese na emom ye de nam na eyi enam se etoda na wo ye onsechi dendenden a oni mapa bi etimi ehwero eno nti no me the number ya tudwa bomodin a se obebuki appointment na initial consultation ni kura ye free me kura de me ne wa enka me take advantage na ana se sa opportunity no na makwa akoku mebuki appointment akwa ko hu eye Fortwell na omatimi aboa me ewo sa kwan ne so fa number yi na bomodin afre o mo frɛ o mo pebuki appointment na kokko hu o mo na ensem bia a opese obisa na ho no de utimi bisa asem bia ho de obia ni hu a wo kotete ana se ope wasem no ahwemu enu nti frɛ eye office line 0203 325 7030 0203 325 7030 eno eye office line o frɛ kama o si opese obuki appointment na uhu lawyer ombe ya ma ofefefe ana se obetimi arechi wo mo mobile 079 44 976161 079 976161 eno eye mobile eno so betimi afre esiso na ensem bia e kire osu bia na se bibia pese ukohu lawyer no oboa no wetimi ede afa ho na lawyer aboa ofefefe ye 5 minutes to go se question bia emaye a mesrewa na se wonfa question wo de aba na me hu susu a ne fa cheme na mejai ede ama eye lawyer na ansa na no yenua no ma mo hwe ye nyina no mechia mo panchi akese enkomo bibia wo ba wo like ya no wa share won like ya bomodin asa wo be like eno ne ade a betimi aye because e free untwia hwe the only thing I betwia ne say wo like na wo share ama wo bi susu etimi ahwe bi nti na najimai baby a wo biara mechia opa na wo ya ade pa nyame nshra sa so na mechia Emmanuel Sika mechia wo say good morning Lady Lane and lawyer good morning me that sepa mechia wo susu efua mechia wo ena mechia Salome yenua no amaka nyina mutete mfikyira me hu nyina nchia kese enkomo bibia lawyer bibi wo ho a obe pese wo di betwa to edi amaye yansa na ewie program yana.
Yes, finally, no, so while joining and getting to the latter part of the show, then probably, you may have missed the important, as the juicy part of the program, no, a fat Zambrano applications. See the kind of guidance have been published. More application, demo, dadano. We expect to receive decisions going forward from now onwards. We expect caseworkers are going to implement guidance now or more they able to do. Until say application at the more you may have to consider say over contact lawyer now waiting me a review and answer why more advice on what need to happen. See the kind obia a different obia same a different. Obidia or honoma, you may not have to do anything. Obidia be successful. If you any successful, will want to challenge it. Before you make any decision at this stage, based on the policy guidance, may expect to say when will solicitor discuss what the contents are and what your options are. So the kind apart from this guidance now on my published. There was a recent court ruling that showed what details you need to include in your Zambrano applications. So why a Zambrano application? That's evidence, ain't strong enough. That's all of a sudden, lawyer no for evidence in a bra and for extra evidence you need to understand say a fast moving area. Immigration law one area they be by because at dear things are changing. Before you make any step, make sure say we seek legal advice. That's why young Fortwell Solicitors we take our time to look through whatever you are doing and then make sure say you be lodging in a successful application for you. Now so we will tell you from the onset. We don't want you to come and waste your money. And sana take the necessary step to act on these things and make sure say you are going to a credible and reliable source and as a solicitor to deal with your case for you. More joining and then also say the Mama kind and this week Thursday Milton Keynes 9:30 to 5:30. Open so here, but more than enough friend, and we'll book an appointment for you to come and see it. Yeah, that's it, baby.
Yeah, that was the number. Ni BM say one try 0203 3257030, office line 0203 3257030, and I say mobile 07944976161 07944976161, and no Fortwell omo contact details. I'll pass call omo honomo omo share no mo boa ofre omo a ombetimi aboa e wo sa kwan so. As usual aha ane ye do besi ani akase ye da se da ne da ye ba wonji ofe so na wo hwe dwumedie wutie wo share wo like ema obi susu etimi ehwe bi nyame ya adom na ode ye nkwa eche ya ye be se hia na wo twe se ne kan hu se ebe na da bia no ndubo pe me kire 10 ebo pe 10 a.m. na ya shase ne ya sorry su du baako 11 a.m. na ye de aba 1 hour show pe eno ntino nyame ya adom a ye be sa aba wa kwan su bi nyame shira se o ya so wutie video no ebeda GN radio platform ne so se went me anhwe from the beginning na obetimi akwa sie ewia na wa futuo e de afri mo hwe wie pe like na afa so share na ma obi so entimi enti de ene yesuaye no midin mama len ene me ne lawyer Daniel Kwai ena ye ba be som wo nyame ya adoma ye beba wa kwan so bi aha na edu besie ya crow bye bye lawyer thank you.
Yo, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it.
You said that's it.
Akwatari wo emre no mu a poto kasa mu ye kasa a lawyer for entimi nia no mo yem fa immigration ensem nyina enko dan wo mo Fortwell Solicitors emre ni mu akuku drofo se watna ha che ombe boa wo ma wonsa kan wo krata na se wodi edron so a eyo mo kokokra eba ni nipa sitena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia omudi mu akotene pa omo di money bia na de ni kan wo ni no attention fee Fortwell Solicitors respect.
You are listening to GN Radio UK.
I could see someone sing, we are going to you.